Come on here 1 second, please. Dani, ahorita le haces un crank, yo muestro acá. Mira, come on. Look at the rocker arm, the push rod, and the valves. When the engine is moving, in some moments this valve open and close. Dale. You see? This one is opening, this one is closing, opening, closing, opening. Turn off the switch. The red one. Turn off the red one. Thank you. Yeah? One is opening, other is closing. Okay, look. The push rod is connected with the camshaft. The camshaft is here. Move the push rod and the valve open and close. You have the valve, you have the spring. You see? The valve with the spring and the push rod. And this is the rocker arm. When the engine is running, in the bottom in the oil pan is located the oil pump. Pump the oil lubricates the bearings on the crank, bearings on the cam, and the oil goes up until this point, lubricate all of this, and return into the oil pump for gravity. Once again, in the bottom is located the oil pump, submerged in the oil pan. Good? When the engine is running, the oil pump, pumped oil at high pressure, pass for the bearings of the crank, bearings of the cam, lubricate all of this, and goes up. The maximum point is this one. Lubricate those rocker arms and goes down for gravity.
So it's the oil comes from the push rods?
The oil comes in the push rods. Give me one push rod. It's hollow. Thank you. No, here, over there. In the here, yeah, thank you.
More to this side.
Look at this. Look at the push rod. Look at the push rod. Is hollow.
That's cool.
It's hollow. The oil enter over there, goes here, enter here, lubricate, and also the oil is here, lubricate all of this and return for gravity. Oh, the oil enter here because the oil pump at high pressure pumped the oil here. But later we are going to talk about the lubrication system. Today is only to understand that the engine is lubricated always. Good?
Yes.
And you know what is the function of this? The camshaft is here. Yeah, with the lows moving, pam, 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 pam. And this one is connected with the rocker arm, and move the rocker arm like this, like this, like this, and the valve open and close, open and close. I have a question. Look at this. Look. You see? This rocker arm is free, and this one is compressing this valve. Which valve is open? This one or this one?
The one that's compressed.
That one is open, and this one is closed. When the valve is closed, what happened with the rocker arms?
Push it down.
They are loose. When the valve is open, what happened with the rocker arm? This one is, this one is, the valve is closed. And this one, the valve is open. You understand? Okay, other thing. When the valve is open, the spring is compressed or extended?
Compressed.
When the valve is open, the spring is compressed. When the valve is closed, the spring is extended. Quiz question, final exam question. When the valve is closed, the spring is compressed. Excuse me, extended. And when the valve is open, the spring is compressed. Right? And the oil circulates here.
How does the valve look when it's open? Is it just like pushed down a little bit, or is it slanted? Just push down a little bit?
We are going to start the other engine, and we are going to see how the oil goes up and lubricates everything and goes down for gravity. ¿Está bueno?
Y'all gotta learn Spanish.
I said to you, probably you don't learn nothing about electricity and engines, but you learn Spanish. It's a course of Spanish for free. Danny learned Spanish with me. Okay, guys, look at this.
Just gotta get the return on it.
We have rocker arms. We have, this is the camshaft. Hey, this is a great question. Look at this. This head, the camshaft is on the head. What is the name of this head? According with the book. Cam head. Because the camshaft is located on the head. Where is located the camshaft on that engine? In the block. And with push rods, move the rocker arms. Oh, in this engine, the rocker arms are directly with the camshaft. The camshaft is here. Is clear? We're going to check that one. Can you focus here? Look at the lubrication. Nice, no? And the lubrication over there. The oil reaches the top on the rocker arms and goes down for gravity.
Mr. Lopez, so you have the both valves here, and then what's this one?
That engine is special. I know your question. Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay, guys. But Danny, ven, bajamos este head primero. We are going to disassemble the head. And we are going to explain the procedure that we are going to do in the project. Immediately we remove the head. We are going to check. We are going to check if the head is straight. Immediately we remove the head. We are going to remove the rocker, the push rods. And we are going to verify if all the push rods are straight. Hey, my friends, what happened if I found that two push rods bended? This is an indication of what? For example, pay attention. I removed the head and I found that the cylinder number 2 full of raw water, corroded, and the piston locked. Oh. How should be the rocker, the push rods on that cylinder? Bended. No? The other push rods, good, and this one bended. Why? Because the piston no move and the valve tried to push it open and bend it. This is a fuse. To protect the head and the pistons. To avoid that the valve open in the moment when the piston is on top of the center and destroy the engine. That element bend it and avoid that.
So the engine will still run if that one's bent, just that piston won't work?
If you have problem in that cylinder. This is a fuse. It's hollow and it's soft metal to bend it easily.
They're cheap?
Excuse me?
Are they cheap?
Yeah. It's like $20, $25 each one. Okay, good? Great? Don't forget, immediately you remove the push rods, verify that all of them are straight. And be careful, before you remove the push rods, in some engines, I think that this and this, the push rods for intake are longer than the push rods for exhaust. Ah, be careful. Oh, yeah. This is a little shorter. Let me verify. Oh, that one is intake. Okay, in a plastic bag, intake push rods, all the intakes. In other plastic bag, exhaust push rod. Okay, my friend, for the next class, I need plastic Ziplocs, Sharpie, your own Sharpie, and a lot of Ziplocs in different sizes. Because we are.
We'll provide you one at $10 a bag.
Yeah.
I'll do it for $5.
No, but in the dollar, you find a lot of plastic.
You want this for
Like the
tomorrow?
really big ones, like the quart ones?
Uh,
Class tomorrow?
yes. If you want a laboratory tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, we can start tomorrow to disassembly the head, the end. No problem. But at 7 o'clock, bring your plastic bags, your tools. Now we are going to talk about the tools with Danny
In your brain.
and the brain. Okay.
So project is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, bring the bag.
Yeah. Bring the bags. No flip flops. No sandals. Yeah. In the shop, no flip flops. Okay, guys. You remove that one and you verify that. After that, you remove the rocker arm frame, and after that the head. With the head is out, we are going to remove the valves, the springs, and we are going to do the service on the valves and the spring. Give me 2 minutes. I am going to organize the table with Danny, and we are going to explain the process. Ah, okay. Danny,
Keep filming. I'm gonna undercut him. My wife makes sure we have baggies. I mean, yeah, sorry.
So what is it? Oil pump?
Your oil pump?
So probably like same Professor Rodriguez, when they come to the we have these discussions set down. This is for the fuel. This is current shot. Cam shot.
Go halfway up and then go like different types of oil pumps. Some have on the bottom, some have
In this
I got lost.
So there's markings. Usually when you command there's certain markings. The crank has to be at 5%. Cam has to be at a different. See, there's a marking in there. There's a marking.
It was so loud. So loud. But the fuel gauge, since it had to start up so long, the fuel gauge was reading like super low.
That one there is
See, that's for a two-stroke. Oh wait, no, that's gas, right? That's a gasoline one.
Diesel keep going up.
No, because you remember he said on shoes they have
Huge, like subdivision.
holes on the bottom of the
Absolutely
piston.
massive.
No, that's different. You're
You
thinking
go
of
up,
something.
like, you go.
It's on the cylinder wall.
That's for two strokes.
This is a diesel.
You just kind of keep racking your way up there.
That's just where that's where the wrist pin goes through that connects to the connecting wall.
Okay.
That's that hole right there. The wrist pin, and then you have your club to hold the pin on.
It actually has like a little.
Exactly.
I can't believe this is a valve.
Exactly. That engine must have been fucking ginormous.
I feel like a ship or something.
Yeah. That had to have been a cruise liner or something.
Okay, guys, ready? That's the head. You need the clamp. There are different tools. We have another ones with. Let me bring the other one, and we use both of them. Yeah, let me bring those. Stop it.
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh wow. That's just there was that leave it out. Yeah. All those adjustments.
Once you guys tear these down, you're gonna tear them down all the way down just to the block, and then put them all back together.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it'll be fun. I'm telling you, be organized on what you do when you take apart, label everything. Now you'll hear out of the screamers. Hi, Elliot, technician. And I will tell you this: when you're tearing these apart, take pictures. So if you remember, and all of you take pictures, because he takes a picture and you don't come the next day. And we screw.
Do we switch blocks after we turn them down?
No, that one I can't.
What are we gonna need for tools tomorrow?
You need to bring all your tools tomorrow. Everything.
Will we get a service manual?
Yeah, right here. We're your servicemen. You're tearing it apart, so there's not really. You're not gonna rebuild them. You're gonna put them back. The whole idea is so you understand the internal parts and put it back together. Well, that's why I say if you take pictures and you label it. Well, if you don't know, ask. That's fine. Yeah, bolts on the heads, head bolts, right? Bolts on the fuel pump bolts, things like that. Starter bolts.
Hey, my friend. Now we are going to give a lot of information about the head. This tool can be used when the head is out, like this. But when the head is on place, on the engine, on the block, I can remove the springs with this. This is in a special situation when I need to replace the seals. Right now I am going to explain where are located the seals and for what reason you need, in some cases, replace the seals. You can use that one if the head is bolted on place. Or this one, if the head is out. Right now it's easy because the head is out, and we are going to use the tool with Danny to remove the valve. Okay, this one, Danny. We are going to, the most difficult. Okay, that one in front of the head, you see? And now with this, okay, we have the magnet.
I would.
Look.
Pretty fucking great.
Hey guys, pay attention. Look, this is the valve, and there are a couple of pins of retainers or keepers. When the spring is compressed, those keepers are out, and with the magnet you can recover. Be careful, if one of those fall in the ground, stop until you find those keys. If not, the project finished. We need to keep those keepers in a plastic bag per each cylinder. Right now we are going to talk about the organization of the tables. Okay, with this I compress the valve. Like a man.
Some corrosion X in there? Can you?
Okay, look at this. Look at here where the keys are located. No, because here was wrong. Oh.
Can you spray some corrosion X up in that?
No.
Just gotta do it.
Okay. We need to compress better. Let me bring another.
That's a Mickey Mouse.
Possibly.
Yeah, this one sucks. Yeah, you see where it holds the valve. I mean the top of the spring. So it compresses this. It pushes this spring down. The keepers. It's almost like a cone shape. So that way, when it pulls up, it locks it in place. So you lose that. You'll be that guy in that class, and that we'll be talking about in the classroom.
The thing you're talking about is in this, right?
Yeah, it's in there.
And then when it push back, it falls
Yeah,
out.
so when you compress it, it's gonna fall out. Sometimes it doesn't. That's why we need the magnet. But when you put it back in the same way, you press this in, you set it in there, and you release it.
What's that tool called?
This is a ring compressor. I mean, not ring compressor, but
Spring valve compressor.
Spring valve. No.
Okay. Okay. Vamos a cerrar un poquito más acá. Quita la mano.
Abriendo. Both.
Okay. All right, here, this one in the face of the valve. This one in the face of the valve.
Please, like camera trying to follow all the
Okay, look at the keys. You see the keys? And now the valve is compressed. Look at the keys. The keys are conic. Both of them enter here, you see? And after that, when you release the spring, lock the valve. You? Okay, and now look. Now it's free. You have that's the retainer. The keys are located over there. Both of them. This is the spring. This is the valve. Look at the valve. The valve. And look at the seal. That seal. We are going to remove that seal. That seal is located here. And enter here in the button, in the valve guide. You see? Over there. Pay attention with this seal. This seal is important. We are going to analyze blue smoke. Blue smoke is for what?
Oil.
Excuse me?
Oil.
Oil in the combustion chamber. Okay, we are going, you imagine the combustion chamber, the piston, both valves, the head gasket, the head and the block, no? Okay, where is possible that the excessive amount of oil enter in the combustion chamber?
To the valve.
Okay,
Housing.
if this seal is damaged, the oil enter here and penetrate. That seal is an important seal. Pay attention. Some people say, "Oh, my car is good, it's running good, no overheating, good temperature." But in some cases, I have blue smoke, especially if I am in the parking, in the traffic, and suddenly I accelerate, I see blue smoke and disappear immediately. This is normally those seals. For that reason, in those Mickey Mouse dealers of cars, they, with this tool, remove the springs and replace those seals. And right now, no blue smoke. but this is temporary. Okay? Those are the seals of the valves. How can I remove the valve, the spring of the valve with this, if the head is on place? Look. This is the valve. And you see that this one, they have one lower than the other one because the spring is elliptical. Okay, we are going to
Dude, for real.
Yeah, these aren't realistic ratings.
Wait, so what he just said, how it was temporary. How is it temporary?
What do you mean?
Replacing those seals.
Oh, because what happens is more than likely the valves.
Okay. Gotcha.
So could the valve drop in?
Oh yeah, you screw up.
Wait.
Decibels be buzzing. Yeah, thanks.
all right. Once again, look.
This is real scary. On the edge.
Yeah, look. Look. You see? The spring is out. Come on, the camera. Look. And now with this, okay, one is out. Okay, one is out. The other one is out. And now the spring is compressed out. And I am ready to remove the seal and remove the valve.
What do you do about that spring? How do you have a loaded battery? That's a gun.
No,
Oh, there's no way.
you open it exactly.
Really?
Like a man.
Okay, and you have,
No fear.
per each cylinder we will be organized. We have the seal and both the keys
Yeah.
and the valve per cylinder.
Get on Phillips. On Phillips and all.
It's because the valve is corroded.
It's not gonna rust off the old school way.
The valve is corroded. Okay, and after that, you have this, you have this, you have this, organized cylinder 1, cylinder 2 in a table with a cardboard and cylinders labeled, no? Okay, and that one, we are going to organize with Danny the wire wheel to clean with the wire wheel, the valve, everything. And we are going to verify the measurements in this way.
You gotta make sure those are straight as well, right?
Yeah.
It looks a little
Yeah,
bad.
let me explain. We are going to put organized cylinder, 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 and we are going to put all of this. And we are going to check with the caliper, the length of the springs. And we are going to copy in the paper. Cylinder 1, 2.74. 72, 2.73. Yeah, all the dimensions. And we are going to verify if one spring is compressed. It's shorter in comparison with the other ones. Let me explain. For example, in that engine that was abandoned for 10 years, how many valves stay open and how many valves are compressed? Probably half and half, no? What happened with the valves that were open for 10 years, the spring was compressed. What happened when you try to crank the engine 10 years later? What happened with those springs?
Just stay there.
They extend complete?
No.
Probably no. And probably they break in the moment that you crank. We are going to verify when we have all the springs out if the length of all of them is equal. If not, you need to replace the springs. Okay? We are going to verify the total length. We are going to verify this one, especially in the middle, the area that is moving. No? We are going to verify with the caliper and copy. And after that, we are going to analyze. Oh, this valve is a little shorter in comparison with the other ones. We need to replace that valve. And also, we are going to verify this end. Let me show to you something.
Make sure you bring a pad and paper so you can write that information down.
Bring your own Sharpie for tomorrow. If you use my markers, with this, I am going to break your head, okay? Because this is my marker. Bring your Sharpie. All right, look at this. When now, Danny and me, we are going to sit the valves again on the head. But if in this head the people try to sit the valves 10 times, probably the amount of metal here is gone. You don't have enough metal to sit and sit the metal. Look at this. You see that angle and that. If you try to sit the valves several times, what happened with this distance?
Shorter.
Reduce. And suddenly you don't have enough material. And you need to replace the valves and replace the seat of the valve. The minimum distance recommended is 1 millimeter. This is the key word. 1 millimeter. This distance is the minimum. Of course, this is for a big engine, but in medium and small engines, 1 millimeter is the rule. Okay, great.
Where did that come off of?
Excuse me.
Where did that come off of? Wait.
It's a Wärtsilä, the biggest cargo ship engines. Wärtsilä is located in Fort Lauderdale in David. I don't know if we can visit, but the visit on Wärtsilä is not nice because everything is closed and you need to work like this and don't touch nothing and only. I don't like that visit.
Detroit's nice.
Because everything is secret. No. Okay. But I have 5 of our students working over there in Wärtsilä. Okay, right now, don't forget, we are going to take this measurement. We are going to take this one, and copy in the paper, and we are going to analyze all of those. And be careful with the seals of the valve. And now we are going to sit the valves against the head. When you remove all the valves with mineral spirit and brush, you clean the head completely. And with the wire wheel, you remove the oxidation. If the head is completely clean, we are ready to sit the valves. Right now we are going to sit the valves with Danny. Let me 1 minute. We prepare conditions. Look, in some cases, let me bring the other tool and I demonstrate that the other tool is Mickey Mouse.
To me, if you're someone who kind of shop can't resolve, and most heads out. Because here's the problem: if you don't seat it right, put it all back together, and it doesn't work, we're doing it again. Don't ever try to save the customer money because it costs you no longer.
Mr. Rodriguez, would it be easier instead of do all the measurements just to get all new valves?
Yes, that's what I would do. But he's just showing you so you understand. But I mean, like you're in the Bahamas and no one's around, then yeah, you can do this. But for the most part, if this was a customer of mine, send the heads out,
those videos, like when I know in the Czech Republic, this company they use like laser shorting up the oxidation.
Oh yeah. I've never used it. That'd be good. I'd like to get one of those.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it's like 15,000.
I started to say,
Oh, 15 grand?
right?
Yeah, I'll stick with the sandblast.
I bet that wasn't rush.
I saw that donut.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like a laser that removes rust. So all this stuff you see here.
I feel like it's gotta take like a layer.
But you can get it done properly.
Well, the problem is it's cast iron. So the thing is this thing just swells. Remember, and you guys don't understand this when we do corrosion class. The metal that you guys see every day is not what natural metal looks like. We make it this way. So metal has a tendency to always go back to the original state. I've done see the metal swelling, breaking
That's the forbidden. That's the forbidden juice.
That's why you gotta work clothes here, man.
These are my work clothes. The $10 jeans from Walmart.
Half for jeans.
Okay,
That's what I was saying. It's too hot for jeans.
I clean the valve with the wire wheel, and I clean the seat of the valve. Look, that area where the valve is. You see that? That's the seat of the valve.
Yep.
Normally, this is with a carbon deposit or is a little dented or cracked. With the lapping procedure, we are going to verify how is that surface. If the surface is in good condition, or if the surface is corroded like this. This is basically sandpaper liquid. You see? It's a valve grinding compound, lapping compound. It's sandpaper in liquid, in cream. That's it. No?
Blackberry flavor.
And you find those one in the same specification like the sandpaper, 800, 1200, 250.
Great.
Yeah, it's according with the amount of sand over there.
Same thing you use for putting a prop on.
You remember when we lap the propeller?
Yeah.
It's with this, exactly with this. Okay, we are going to lap that surface against the seat. And we are going to create a perfect seal. What is the meaning of that? That at the end, when the valve closes perfect, and you have excellent compression. It's clear? Good? All right, we are going to do that procedure. Okay, normally, the people say, okay, with this technique, oh, sorry, it's here. Maybe in a couple of pieces of wood.
Hey, yeah. I guess you have to edit that shit out.
What's that doing?
Papi, check the videos, because in the videos I have this explained. Everything that I explain here is explained in the videos. This is only
He fit to put the lapping compound here and then attach the glue back and just.
no, in the table.
Great commentary.
I'm calling it.
I don't know, but they got the surprise.
You ever been on GoPro Studio?
Yep.
It is the easiest editing software on the planet. That'll do it for you.
What is this, a GoPro 9?
Smart AI that like detects the dead space in your video. Yeah, it's stupid. It'll make a 15-minute video for you.
Okay.
Like DJI has made like super shorts for me. And it takes like all the best parts. I don't know how it knows the best parts.
Look, some people say, okay, I want to use that tool to seat the valves. And the people say, okay, I am going to put the cream over there. You see? The liquid sandpaper. This is the official camerographer. The salary is good. All right, and they said, okay, I introduce the valve,
Nah.
Okay, it's that one. Okay. I introduce the valve, and right now, with this Mickey Mouse tool,
Hey.
Special grease 101.
they probably in small engines works, but in big valves, this one, this is to prepare chocolate.
So what's the answer?
Nah,
I know what the answer
I don't like that one. I prefer this one. I prefer this one, this method. Look, you put the cream, you introduce the valve, and after that we are going to use, we prepare a piece of hose with that metal. We introduce here in the drill, and with the drill, and it's better.
Some redneck shit right there.
I knew that was the answer because that's
Okay, look at this. You need room here. Oh, one second.
what's going on. I've already imagined this entire process.
Así. Look at this. You need room to move the valve like this. If you put the hose pretty close to the head, you don't have a space to do that. Okay. We are going to try it.
I told you.
Okay, now with this, you added
This shit sounds stupid.
you added some amount. It's a little.
Sound like honey.
Some people destroyed one bucket of this in one valve.
That's too much.
How much is the bucket?
No, it's not because it's how much, it's because.
You wasted. It's no need, not necessary.
In the glass?
All right, and now look at this. And periodically you added more cream.
That's
Yeah.
WYC approved right
How
there.
long do you have to do this for?
This is for 5 minutes.
Did you do it too
Yeah.
much?
Excuse me?
Did you like do that too much?
Yeah, how are you
And periodically you remove the valve. You remove the valve and you verify with mineral spirit. You clean the valve. You clean the valve. You verify that the surface is perfect, no dents, no nothing. You clean that area, the seat of the valve. You clean the seat of the valve and you verify the surface. You see? Okay.
Yeah, make sure it's all even.
You have a great clean area here. Probably we need more. We need more because I have a lot of, you see, spots over there. We are going to introduce the valve again. Bam, 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 bam. Once again, I clean. I need a little more. And here I have a spot. When both of them are like a mirror, you finish with this and you continue with the other one, the other one, the other one. Pay attention. When you finish, this is the procedure to verify if everything leaves the head. Okay, look. When you finish, follow me. This one is finished. This one is finished. This one, this one, this one, this one. You put all of them over there. You clean the head. And Mr. Rodriguez and me, we are going to check this. Pay attention. This valve is connected with those exhaust. And this one is intake. Yeah? Okay. And we are going to do this. We are going to add gasoline here, a little amount of gasoline. The gasoline penetrates a lot. If this one don't sit properly, you have gasoline going out here. If this one don't sit properly, you have gasoline going here. And we are going to check with the flashlight. Oh, gasoline, Papa. No good. That one, no good. No good and no good.
Get back to life.
Once again. Go ahead. Hey, Mr. Lopez, once. Yes, once again. Bing, 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 bing. And now gasoline, gasoline, gasoline. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. Now, putting back the springs, the seats, the keys, and the head is ready. That's the project number 1 for tomorrow. You like it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With this procedure, you are 200% sure that the valves close perfect and you don't have leaks. Remember, in diesel engine and a small leak, no compression. I'm a car guy. This is the only reason that for what I want to use a gun.
Whoa.
That's pretty good. That's the only reason. I got a lot more.
That's the only fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. You enjoy it?
Yep.
Absolutely.
The people never pay attention on detail like this. The people say, no, my head is good, my head is flat, I put it back the head. Oh, my friend, you remove the head in your engine? Yes, the weekend with a couple of friends, a lot of work. And but what's good? I replaced the head gasket. Why you replace the head gasket? Oh, because the engine was overheated. How you know that the head is in good condition? No, Mr. Lopez, because the head looks perfect. But you check with the ruler? Oh no, I don't know. Okay. 100% sure if the engine was overheated, the head is. Excuse me, you remove the valves and the springs and you seat the valves again? No, because they lose perfect. No, my friend. You lose your time, you lose your money, and you lose the money of the head gasket and everything. Because in 2 weeks, you have the same problem. 2 weeks, oh, overheating. Yeah. This is the job on the head. Good? We are going to do similar jobs on the cylinders. We are going to hunt the cylinders. And it's a nice project, no?
That tool thing right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we are going to use that tool. But this is the tool for the first project. Yeah, we are going to use that tool in the next to hunt the cylinders and polish the cylinder like a mirror and replace the piston rings. I hope that in the future you can do that in your boat. Let me explain something.
We call these dingleberries.
Yeah, because if you do it too much, you take too much surface area off, and then then you gotta take the measurements of the. So
what would be the symptom of that?
well, then the rings, you have to change the rings. Then you have to oversize.
Low compression is the symptom. Timmy Turner.
We'll go more into detail with that.
Zane.
Look,
We're just concentrating on this piece.
those elements
Low
are
compression is the
this,
symptom.
this,
The rings are
with
not
lead.
sealing.
lead. Lead, the melting point is too low. This is lead with sandpaper. Good, no? Okay. Look at this. In the future, my friend, those techniques will be money for you in the future. Believe me. Pay attention. Suppose that you receive one engine that salt water enter in one cylinder. Of course, you remove the head and you find that in the second cylinder there is water, salt water, and corrosion. Okay, because this is a marine engine, probably I can recover the engine repairing only that cylinder, the second cylinder. Okay, I remove the head, I send the head to the machine shop, they replace the valve, the spring, or I do the job like today. I see the valves, I replace the spring, the seals. You can order the seals and you replace those seals.
How much is it presented to the shop?
No, it's not expensive. For example, for the head of the yellow engine, is $350.
How much would you charge to do a job like that?
I know. Be careful with this, my friend. And Danny is better than me in that. You can don't charge more than 20% in parts to the customer.
Yeah.
No?
Well, as far as like if you were to send that out, you just add 20% of whatever they sell. Like they say 300, so it'll be 360 to the customer.
The administration.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything, you're just making a little extra money because you got them to contact, and you're more likely either have to take it to them or they pick it up. Either way, you're entitled to make your 20%. Anything more than that, you're robbing.
But we get money in the labor, no, Danny?
So they CNC it flat, or is it?
Well, they spec it out and they make sure everything.
They spec with Magna Plus and with liquid penetrant. Check the book, the methods, if the head is good or not. And if it's not good, they call to you. Hey, my friend, your head is cracked.
The thing is when you're in the field, you're doing so many different things in the field. Sometimes it's not worth, okay, now I gotta dedicate time, unless you have time. But if I got like 5 jobs going, I send it out. And I can keep working here, so even though you're not making as much money, but you make 20% or something, so you can keep doing that. And then when that comes in, with other projects, now you can jump on that. You gotta have the dedication. It's almost like you call it cash flow.
This is in a marina, in your business.
If you're doing that,
You don't lose time with this in your business. Now I am going to explain what happened in the middle of the ocean if you have that problem, that difference. Danny, what about the labor? For example, when you replace the head in a Mercruiser inboard 5.7.
Yeah, it's a lot of labor. It's a lot of labor. You're talking about probably 4 or 5 hours pulling the heads off,
More.
setting them out.
2 people.
2 people. It's a 2 people job.
2 people, 10 hours, $100 per hour. It's a lot of money, no? Only to replace the head gasket and replace the head.
You gotta pull the intake off. Yeah, it's a little bit more.
It's a lot of work. Okay. But now you are in the middle of the ocean, and in this engine, and you find water in the second cylinder. You remove the head, you check with the ruler, the head is flat. Okay, if the head is flat, I clean the head, and I find with my magnifier that is not cracked. I am going to prepare a table with sandpaper, and with the sandpaper over there, I move the head and I clean the head, the surface of the head. That's clear? And after that, you have the surface of the head completely clean. Good? Okay, now you check the cylinders. That cylinder, the piston number 2 is corroded, but the rest of the motor, the rest of the engine is in good condition. I am going to lift the engine in the engine room with a stand. Danny and me, we are going to explain the process. You lift the engine, and from the bottom you remove the oil pan and you push out the piston, that piston number 2. And now with this and this, you hunt the cylinder and you replace the piston rings or the piston if it's necessary, and you recover that cylinder and the head, and you put back the head, connect everything and start the engine again. Yes, you can recover an engine if you have 1 or 2 cylinder damage working in the engine room. You need to be organized. Clean the area, no Danny, prepare condition, the table, the
Anytime
part.
you're rebuilding anything, whether it's a transmission, drive, motor, have a clean surface area and no one bothers you.
Music, air, ventilation, a couple of Coronas, and that's it.
Takes the edge out.
Yeah. Yes, you can recover the engine. 1 cylinder. Oh, no. In that cylinder, when I hunt with this, I found that crack. That cylinder. No problem. I remove the liner and I replace the liner for new one. With new piston. I recovered that cylinder because it's a marine engine with wet liners, and you can remove the liners. Nice, no? That's different. In your car, no. In your car, you need to send the block to the machine shop. Pam, 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 pam. This information of today is a lot of money for you. Good? Question? A question?
So when you, how you call it, on the when
explain later that process. We have 3 measurements: standards, plus 10, plus 20, and plus 40. 10 is 10 hundredths of inches. It's a little. 20 is 20 hundredths of inches. Yeah. In automotive applications, you can on the cylinders 3 times: plus 10, plus 20, and plus 40. In some cases, plus 60, depending on the thickness of the walls. In automotive. In marine, maximum 2. The idea is not reduce too much the metal in the cylinder walls, no? And also in marine, it's easy, replace the liners, and you keep the engine standard all the time. Later, we are going to explain that. In marine application, try to keep the engine in the best condition. Standard.
We were talking about efficiency yesterday. If you're honing the cylinder, is it going to drop efficiency by a lot?
No.
You're just cleaning the surface area. You're taking a little bit of surface area, but
No, you increase the performance.
I mean, if there's a big, score in the cylinder, then
You just have to replace it.
you can punch it out. Sometimes if they have sleeves, you can replace the sleeves in the block.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't add material.
No.
Just take it out there.
Excuse me.
So what is, again, is the difference between liner and sleeve?
It's the same.
Same thing.
Can I have that liner, please? Some manufacturers, they say sleeves or cylinder liners, but it's the same. It's exactly the same. And look at this. Suppose that I found that this head bended. We sent to the machine shop and they cut it, and they return to you the head. Be careful with this. You need to ask to the machine shop, hey my friend, how much material you remove? 0.02, 0.0 something. You think that it's good idea use the original head gasket? No. You need a thicker head gasket to compensate that, because they remove material. What happens if you cutted material on the head, but you use the original head gasket, thinner? What happens right now in the combustion chamber? You have more compression, because that area right now is a little lower. When the piston finish, compress, and probably you have excessive temperature. And you run the engine, and in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, high temperature. Hey, what happened? I replaced that. New head gasket. You use the same head gasket, the same original thickness? Yes. No, you need a thicker head gasket. Normally, professional machine shops, they call to you and say, hey, I sent to you the head repair with the new head gasket with the new thickness.
So it'll make it for you.
Exactly. It is a good machine shop for marine applications. All right, be careful with that. High temperature. Happen is excessive compression in the combustion chamber.
So if you take it to a machine shop and it's flat, and then you don't have them make a new head gasket, you can't find anywhere.
Yeah, there are a lot of places in internet. I recommend copper head gasket. The copper head gasket, if you check in the book, they are recommended for high performance engines, for race engines, and those are the only head gaskets that you can reuse more than 1 time, maximum 3 times. The copper head gasket, and they fabricate that head gasket in the thickness that you want.
So it's got another thickness that you can
Then close to the Marina of Dani in Pompano, I know one company dedicated to fabricate head gasket, custom head gaskets
Out of copper?
in copper. Copper and in other materials also. But the copper is good, especially for this high performance engine. More questions. This is a great opportunity, my friend.
No, I didn't get answered.
This is a mechanic. He's a mechanic, no? A little, no? It's good. You and Dalton.
Mechanic or engineer?
Okay. Any other questions? But for people with some acknowledge, this class is good because you improve, no? Better, more information. What do you think?
That's good.
Great.
Since they don't have any more questions, you ready for the pop quiz?
Pop quiz is
Sound
done.
like you pay attention to that, right?
Now, we are going to try, like we did in the previous electrical class. You remember we create a couple of boards in the other room, and you go over there for the quiz. We are going to do the same in this gasoline and diesel.
Guys, I like that, right? It's kind of like not only just written, but you actually have to physically use your knowledge that you gain.
But right now, look, in only 1 week of class, you have a lot of information about the engines and about the millions of possibilities for simple situation, no? Because the people normally say, oh no, it's black smoke is a rich mixture. It's only because the injector. No, my friend, there are millions of possibilities. Not only the injector, not only the sensor, not only, yeah? The same with the high temperature, the same with the white smoke, the same with a lot of possibilities. And you need to be analytic. When you receive a phone call, oh, I have that situation, it's only in idle. When I accelerate more than 1200, no vibration, but there are a lot of possibilities, and you should be a doctor, no?
We should tell you in the intro that you guys are going to start smelling things, looking at things, and start identifying it. After this class, you're going to be you'll be sitting in at the traffic light, you're going to smell it, you see it, you're like, oh, yeah, man, that guy's burning oil, man. That guy's burning water, you know. And you're going to identify what you guys didn't have at the beginning, but now you will.
Nice.
So question, like you mentioned, you traffic light, and what the smoke would be if you have oil and coolant.
In the traffic light, normally only for the odor, I know what happened with that engine.
You smell it.
Yeah.
It's over oil and you're going to smell it.
But anyways, when you have a mixture, what is that dominate
Oil and what?
oil and coolant?
Normally, when you have oil mixed with coolant, probably the engine will be running normal for a couple of hours. But this is a great question. Let me explain something. Thank you for that question. You remember when I explained 5 minutes ago that the oil goes from the bottom, the oil pump creates the pressure on the bearings, the bearings on the crankshaft. In that point is where the pressure is created, and this is the pressure that you read on the oil pressure gauge in the board, in the dashboard. The oil pressure gauge, that pressure is the pressure in the bearings of the crankshaft, those plain bearings. When you have milky oil, the first symptom in the engine is that the needle of oil pressure goes down. The engine continues running good. Probably the temperature is good, but the oil pressure decreases. Hey, my friend, today my engine is running with low oil pressure. Oh, my friend, stop immediately and
Check that.
oh, wow, it's milky. For that reason, the oil pressure decreases. That's the symptom number 1. And additionally, you see the engine is running, but you see a little white smoke constantly. This is the coolant that is mixed with the oil, and when that oil passes for the head, produce that small amount of white smoke. Especially when you are in idle in the traffic light for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, when you accelerate and you have a lot of white smoke, and after that disappears, you have milky oil. Good? But the oil pressure, that's the most important. For that reason, if you are a good captain, you need to check periodically 3 gauge. Number 1, oil pressure. Number 2, coolant temperature. And the other one?
RPM.
Engine RPMs is good.
Fuel.
Other important is this. Excuse me 1 second, please.
I can't hear you. Fuel gauge is important.
Hey, Bobby, in marine engine, number 1, oil pressure. You need to be familiarized where is the needle of the oil pressure gauge in my model. Normally it's here, in between 40 and 60 psi. Always. If one day suddenly go down, you have problems. stop the engine immediately. The temperature should be around 180 degrees. And you, if it's possible, mark with a Sharpie. This is the temperature. If other captain is using your boat, recommend to him that needle should be here, and the other one for oil pressure here. I mark over there. If suddenly those needles go down, stop, because the oil pressure decrease or the temperature decrease or pass. That's clear? Okay, other important thing in marine engines is the temperature of the exhaust gases. You remember that the gases are mixed with the raw water in that elbow? In that point. Okay, what happened if, look at this, gases and raw water. Gases and raw water. Oh, in this point are mixed, both of them. And here you have both of them going out. Gases with raw water. What happens if the raw water is blocked because the raw water pump is damaged or the impeller is broken and you don't have enough raw water here? What happens with the temperature of the gases here? Increase. For that reason, in marine engine you have a sensor here. You see that this sensor is exhaust gas temperature sensor. Exhaust gas temperature sensor. That sensor is a kill sensor. Stop the engine in emergency. When the temperature of those gases pass the limit, that switch, what happens? Interrupt the purple cable and stop the fuel in the injection pump and stop the engine. For that reason, in marine, in